The power of our words. Hi everyone. So today I'm going to share some of my Bible study notes, from notes that I've put together from things that I've read, and of course putting the scriptures in it from the Holy Bible. Now, this topic is not something that I'm just studying for the first time. I've did some form of study on this before on my own, and I have attended Bible study and I've heard about it before in Sunday service by pastors, ministers, teachers. Listen to programs on the radio, watch programs on the TV talking about the power of the words. And I have to mention, of course, all the Bible studies that I've done with my late pastor, senior pastor, Dr. Lloyd Anthony Maxwell, who he has taught on the subject on the pulpit. He has taught on it in Bible study, and personally he has spoken to me time and time again, imploring me, encouraging me to be careful with my words and to be mindful of the fact that, your words have power, and to know how to use them wisely. So he has, over the years, been encouraging me to speak positive about myself, to speak positive about people, to be encouraging, to be motivating with my words, and of course actions. And he has always taught me to make positive declarations over my life. Like, I am blessed, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am gifted, I am talented, my hands are made to create, positive declarations. So he has taught me that. But in my own personal Bible study is something that I have not just brushed the surface, but actually went in deep to, study it, because I realized that I've been falling short where using my words is concerned and speaking in general. So I went ahead, took the time, did my Bible study on this, and I've put these notes together, and after reading them, I'm like, let me just share it. Someone out there may end up being encouraged or blessed by it. So here goes. Thank you for taking the time out to listen. Hope you are blessed. Now it says, the power of our words. The saying, sticks and stone may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, is absolutely wrong. Kind words heal and help. Cutting words wound and maim. I have been a victim of verbal abuse, mostly during my childhood years comparing to my adult years. And I'm sure there are other persons out there who can attest to that as well. Now, every unkind word said to me by my loved one or friends was literally, it felt emotionally like someone throwing stone at my heart. And physically, I can tell you, my heart hurt. Like, there's a physical pain that you feel when things like that happen to you. It is taking me years to heal the wounds caused by ill-spoken words. But I thank God I am healed. Jesus said by his stripes we are healed. So I am thanking him for my healing, for my breakthrough. He heals us physically, he heals us mentally, and he heals us spiritually. So I am thankful for that healing. Okay, where am I? Okay. Yet even though I personally know the damage words can do, I am by far, and I say by far, from perfect in my speech to others, as I too have slung words that I wish I could retrieve. I know this is not the medium to do something like this, but for anyone who is watching, any of my friends or family who I may have hurt in the past, I just want to take this few seconds to say to you that I'm sincerely sorry. I was very ignorant to how hurtful words can be, and sometimes we just do things stupidly out of anger. So I just want to say to everyone out there, I'm sorry. For whatever reason I did it, I am sorry. Okay. Having the knowledge and conviction now about the power of words, I have decided to make it my duty to do my best to heal and not to hurt with my words. Words have great power to bless and to curse. Jesus said that a man is not made unclean by what goes into his mouth, but by what comes out of it. You can find that in Matthew 15, verse 11. James says, whoever can control his tongue can be perfect in every way. And that's in James 3, verse 2. Proverbs 18, 20 to 21 reads, from the fruit of his mouth a man's belly is filled. With the harvest from his lips he is satisfied. Proverbs 18:21, it says, life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. So I went ahead and I did a breakdown of the key parts of Proverbs 18:21. Well, not all of it is from me. Let me declare that some of it is from notes that I've read. So it says here, the tongue. As a muscle, the tongue isn't as capable of producing force as a hand or even the jaw, but its power is measured by the damage it can do and the life it can bring. In the Bible, the tongue is mentioned well over 100 times. I have seen it a lot myself personally. So secondly, it says the tongue has power of life and death. Serious thing. The power of life and death. One way that Jesus is revealed is as the Word made flesh. Words themselves are powerful. God spoke the world into being. Let's say that again. God spoke the world into being. In Genesis 1, verses 1 to 3, it reads, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and the darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. As God's image bearers, humans also have power in their words. So we all have power in our words. It takes words to bless someone, a powerful and life-giving act. And it takes words to curse someone, bringing death. other ways an unbridled tongue can be damaging are through lies, gossip, profanity, and venting anger. Third, and those who love it will eat of its fruit. This could be seen as those who enjoy talking a lot. It could also refer to those who respect the power of the tongue. But first, it's more likely because even those who, but the first is more likely, right? So this could be seen as those who enjoy talking. Because even those who do not respect the power of the tongue will eat the bitter or sweet fruit produced by talking. Let me read that part over again. So, the third thing, and those who love it will eat of its fruit. This could be seen as those who enjoy talking a lot. It could also refer to those who respect the power of the tongue. But the first is more likely because even those who do not respect the power of the tongue will eat the bitter or sweet fruit produced by talking. Long before one's character was developed for the better, a person can avoid a world of trouble by minding his tongue. Difficult though this may be, Proverbs 21:23 says, "Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles." Matthew 12:37, it says, "For by your words you will be acquitted, and by your words you will be condemned." Acquitted means to free someone from a criminal charge by a verdict of not guilty. And condemned means sentenced to a particular punishment, especially death. So let me read it again. It says, "For by your words you will be acquitted, and by your words you will be condemned." Most of us spend our life unknowingly living in a world that our words created. Let me say that again. Most of us spend our life unknowingly living in a world that our words created. There is truth in the word of God that is superior to any fact that we are facing in our life. Proverbs 11:12 Proverbs 11:12 reads, "It is foolish to belittle one's neighbor. A sensible person keeps quiet." Proverbs 15:1-4, it says, "A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach in the spirit." I looked at another translation of Proverbs 15:4. The New Century Version, it says, "As a tree gives fruit, healing words gives life, but dishonest words crush the spirit." Proverbs 16:12 says, "Kind words are like honey. They are sweet to the spirit and bring healing to the body." Proverbs 18:20, "Good words satisfy like fine meal. Yes, good conversations are sure to satisfy." I'm sure we all have examples in mind of those scenarios. Proverbs 20:15, it says, "Wise words are more valuable than gold, and many rubies. Proverbs 25:18. Telling lies about friends is like attacking them with clubs and swords and sharp arrows. I'm sure we all know what that feels like. Proverbs 19:5. It says, a false witness will not go unpunished, nor will a liar escape. Ephesians 4:29. Don't use foul or abrasive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be encouragement to those who hear them. Matthew 12:36 says, I tell you, on the day of judgment, people will give account for every careless word they speak. James 3:2-5. It says, for we all stumble in many ways. And if anyone does not stumble in what he says, he is a perfect man, but able also to bridle his whole body. If we put bits into the mouth of horses, so they obey us, we guide their whole bodies as well. Look at the ships also. Though they are so large and are driven by strong winds, they are guided by a very small rudder, wherever the will of the pilot directs. So also the tongue is a small member, yet it boasts of great things. How great a forest is set ablaze by such a small fire. James 1:26 says, if any man among you seem to be religious, and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain. James 3:6-7, it says, the tongue is also a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole body, sets the whole course of one's life on fire, and it is itself set on fire by hell. All kinds of animals are being tamed and have been tamed by mankind, but no human being can tame the tongue. It is restless evil, full of deadly poison. James 3:10-12, it says, out of the same mouth proceeds blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not to be so. Does a spring send forth fresh water and bitter from the same opening? Can a fig tree, my brethren, bear olives, or grapevine bear figs? Thus no spring bears both salt water and fresh. Now Ecclesiastes 5:12, it says, be not rash with your mouth, nor let your heart be hasty to utter a word before God. For God is in heaven, and you are on earth. Therefore let your words be few. Proverbs 17:20. The crooked heart will not prosper. The lying tongue tumbles into trouble. Colossians 3:8. But now you must put them all away: anger, wrath, malice, slander, and obscene talk from your mouth. Proverbs 1:19, verse 171, it says, let praise flow from my lips, for you have taught me your decrees. Proverbs 1:41, verse 3, it says, take control of what I say, O Lord, and guard my lips. Proverbs 19:14, it says, let the word of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Amen. So, my dear friends and family, I hope you have been edified by this video. I pray that someone somewhere out there is blessed by what I put together. Have a blessed and beautiful day. God bless you.